When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns offense will start this game off with the football. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the...
There he goes! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Line gets set, first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw. It's Diaz. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be first down. Let's go! Let's go! Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes a handoff. It's Booth. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back, fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fakes the grab on the left. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Turning on the Jets. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. To the air, it's Diaz. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lost it high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. Going right and going deep. He's got it at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. It's a draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Booth. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis and defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to run it. Throws to the tight end. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Complete to start this drive. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Etienne. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Bring in the heat. Keeps it going. Plows through the defense. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Oh, it's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
Creates a little space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off-play action. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a gap. It's Booth. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Razorbacks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fitted in the window for the score. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Give to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Diaz. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto with the lead. They have it first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. To throw, it's Diaz. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.